y'all, it is Paula with Hillbilly Orchids. Welcome back to my channel. Hope everybody's had a fantastic week. It's weekend time again, and we are back at Phal Friday. Now I know you're looking at a Cattleya cernua, but dang, look at her. Look at her go. Dang, look at her go. I can't wait to get my yellow one. Poor Yoshi. I had him so confused, and I was so confused because I thought I had already paid for my order, and I was waiting to get my yellow cernua because I ordered a yellow one, guys, and it's phenomenal. I'm going to post pictures right now beside this beautiful thing so you can see the yellow one, because unfortunately it was in bud and it bloomed at Yoshi's because I messed up and thought I paid for my order, and I did. I paid for my cernua, but I forgot to pay for the Kingianum. So I asked Yoshi, I was like, you didn't mail my plants out. I was like, Betty already got hers, blah, 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 you know, and he's like, well, did you pay for it? And I was like, no, and here I didn't get the invoice because it got sent to spam. Yeah, so it was really just a big, huge, all-around mix-up. But I did get it paid for, and hopefully, he said he would ship it out, so I should get it. Hopefully, I'm going to hold off and let that be like Monday's video. Sundays or Monday's video. Hopefully, so we can see the yellow one. But he did send me pictures, because I told him, I was like, please, please, please send me pictures. And the yellow one is going to hang right here beside her. So, now, enough talking about Cattleyas. This is Phal Friday. Now, I'm going to talk to you guys. Do you remember a little while back, I told you I did something that I don't recommend, but I was at a position where I got to get rid of these spider mites or something. They're going to kill my plants. Something's got to give. Well, I don't know if it's a combination of the temperatures dropping in here, which that does really calm them down, but I'm going to continue with this just so that I keep them, like if it's going to help because it's cooling down and because it's got the oil in it, I'm going to continue it because hopefully I can eradicate those things this winter, because they have just wreaked utter havoc and utter chaos on my poor plants, and some of them look just so terrible. So hopefully, so far the new growths are coming out beautifully. Not a mar on them. You see that is a nice beautiful leaf compared to that one. You can see it got bit on the ends, but I did the oil mixed with the 91% alcohol, and it really seems to be working. Now, like I said, you know, I don't recommend it, just in case, you know, I say try it at your own volition, you know, try it, but if something happens, don't blame me. But so far, I mean, you can see, I mean, this is damage from the spider mites. This has came on because, yes, I did put alcohol on it, because see, once they bite, then there's a open wound on this leaf, and when that open wound gets on the leaf, then you wipe it down with alcohol. Now alcohol has gotten in there, and the alcohol will kill the cells. So this happens from that. This is because of the spider mites, 100%. So, you know, that does happen. So if you do wipe down a plant, you know, be aware of that. But as you can see, all of my new ones are growing new leaves, and there's no damage. So I really, this week when I watered, I wiped everybody down again. I went back over everyone, and everybody's new leaf looks phenomenal and doesn't look all marred up, scarred up, beat up like these do. So we're going to go from there and see this one. It's got a brand new leaf coming, which looks fantastic. And hopefully, eventually, I'll be able to outgrow or grow out the nasty looking leaf. So I'm going to show you what I did, okay? So that you guys know. So if you want to try it, you can try it. But like I said, please don't blame me. I've been using it for a long time. I used it like I didn't like I was sick this summer, but I used it like back at the beginning of the year, and it really hasn't hurt any plants. The only thing that don't like it is the dendrobiums, which are spider magnets and spider mite magnets, and it does kind of lighten those leaves a little bit. And each time I wipe this stupid black hair type down, it's got spider mites on it. It seems like the babies are growing up good and they don't seem to have anything on them. But those older ones, it seems like they're always on those for some reason. So I wipe them down with the alcohol and the oil, and you see that is what happens. But dendrobiums are notorious fuss budgets, and they don't like anything. So like there's several things that you cannot put on a dendrobium because it will kill the leaf. They are notorious fussy. So yeah, you just don't be surprised, because they're just terrible fussy plants. And if you wipe a dendrobium down with it, you're probably going to lose the leaf. But most of my dendrobiums look like twigs. They don't really have many leaves on them anyways, just the new growths. And I'm trying to wipe the new growths down and keep them protected so that they don't get ate up and get marred up with spider mite bites. As you can see, this one's got a new leaf coming. Looks good. Now, also, just because I'm telling you now, I'm not changing yet. I'm still not changing what I'm feeding these guys. Not the Phalaenopsis. I'm not changing anybody yet. I'm not changing anybody till November. We have cooled down. Temperatures in my grow space are dropping at nighttime. I'll put the range up on the screen for you so you can see. So far, they've not gotten real cold in here, but cool enough. It's cooled down to about 65, so it's starting to drop in here some, but it's not too bad. Cool, definitely cool. So I'm watering once every 2 weeks because the temperatures have cooled down. These guys, I just got done watering them Monday, and they're moist. They still really have water on them. I'm not sure if you can really tell on camera, but so it takes them every bit of 2 weeks to dry out before even thinking about watering them again. Alrighty, y'all, we are back. Now, here's what I do, okay, and this is how I do it. Like I said, please, if you do this and it kills your plant, I'm so sorry, but please, just a big, huge, caution. Try it on a leaf before you wipe down the whole plant. But I'm telling you, I have literally wiped down every plant in this grow space with this alcohol solution and oil solution, and I've had zero problem with anything. Like I said, the dendrobiums a little bit because they fuss anyways. They do not like anything on them. They've always, I'm not sure if I can show you through here. Mine have always had spider mite damage because they are just a magnet, and usually the leaf will die once you treat it, and you'll wind up with a twig anyway. So it don't bother me that my dendrobiums look so bad. And I just try to keep them wiped down so that they don't stay on them. But what I do is I use this Patterson's paraffin oil, which this is Patterson's Medical Unscented Paraffin Oil. This was a huge 32-ounce bottle I got for $10 on Amazon a while ago. They do not currently have it on there. They used to have 4-ounce bottle, but I haven't seen it on there either. Last time I looked it up, it was not available. You could use horticulture oil, but it would be a different ratio because horticulture oil is so much heavier than paraffin oil. So you would have to just adjust it, because you just don't want to suffocate your plant, because they do breathe, and they definitely breathe on the undersides. They have their they open up their I can't think of the name. Dang it, it just went out my head as soon as I said it. But they breathe from underneath their leaf, and I'll just show you on this little guy. Yeah, they breathe on the underside, but I do wipe both sides of the leaves. I do, because the spider mites always get on the underside of the leaf first. That's why for a long time you don't realize that you have damage, because you don't see them. They are the hidey, sneaky little suckers that, they hide. And once all that damage is done on the underside of the leaf, then you lift it up, and there's all that, all the damage on the bottom side, but the top side looks good. I don't know if this one, you might be able to see on this one. You can see some of the damage, but I've got ones that it's terrible, like just ate up on the bottom of the leaf. I'll see if I can find one. I don't know. Real quick. I'll go back. We'll go back over on the other side, and I'll show you some. Like, I had no clue it was there, and they were being ate up like that. And then, it started showing on the top, and that's when I noticed it. And I was like, oh, but by that time, the whole underside of the leaf's ate up and gone. So, like I said, so far this has been helping, and I don't know if it's the oil that's killing them, because they've slowed down because of the temperatures, and the oil's suffocating them. Maybe it's just like a lucky trifecta of things. It's the combination that may be killing them, because I'm wiping down the spikes too. Like, I'll take it and wipe it completely down the spike as well. But what I do is I have as you see, a syringe in this with it has a little syringe hole in it. And what I do is for the phals, I use, is it 2 millimeters or 3? Oh, I can't even remember now what I did use. I think it was 2. I used 2 millimeters. So I pull it up to here, because I know I use 4 on cattleyas, because they're a thicker, heavier leaf, and they can handle more. So I pull it up to 2 milliliters of oil, and I place it down in the little thing that I keep it in. And then I put 4 ounces of 91% alcohol. It doesn't matter who, you get the alcohol from, or I'm not sponsored by any of these people by any means. So, so yeah, this is 1 ounce, so I gotta put 4 of these in there. See, that's 1 ounce. So I'll put 4 of these in there. Two. 3. 4. And then what I do is I use little cotton rounds. Again, it doesn't matter where you get these from. I find the cheapest ones, because you're just going to use it and throw it away. So I get and I can put the link in the description, but I get a bundle from Amazon. I get 600 cotton pads for $12.99, I think. So really cheap. So yeah, those are, because like I said, you're just going to use them on there, and you're just going to throw them away. So no harm, no foul. Use them the cheap as you can. They're perfect. They wipe down the stuff really, really good. And I just put the pads in there, and I let it soak up real good. And then I just pick up one. I squeeze the excess. Now on the cattleyas, I kind of I let the pad stay kind of like a little wet so that it kind of leaves a little bit of a sheen to the plant. So I don't do that for the phals because they're more delicate. They are truly more delicate, and they fuss when the oil hits them. They're just not, they don't like oil. I'm filming. So then I just wipe it down that side, and I do wipe the underside, and I don't have any issues. Of course, I don't do it in the evening. I do this during the daytime, and then the fans blow and dry it off real well. But I wipe off every nook and cranny of them like that. Even, like I said, even the underside, and even the underside of the axis. I try to reach the underside of the axis and get it, because they will hide there as well. This poor little plant, I'd like to get some roots on it. It's really not making good roots. It's fussing for me. This is my pink Bellina from Michael. But yeah, you can see where this one got hit really hard right here. And that is because of the damage. That shows you pretty good how bad they can hit the underside. Yeah, look at all that damage under that leaf. And that's the worst leaf. And it'll probably fall off. It probably will die. And I need to add a little bit more stuff to this. Maybe it will help them roots continue to grow. But then that's it. That's basically what I do. And like I said, I do the same thing to the cattleyas. The only thing is I use 4 cc's on this. I pull it up to the 4 milliliters. Milliliters and cc's are the same. But I pull it up to 4 milliliters, and I use 4 ounces of alcohol, and I wipe down the same on the front and the back of the cattleyas as well. So, because it doesn't hurt them either. It really doesn't. Like I said, I have done these guys several times now. I have done this all summer long. They haven't shown any ill signs of it. A lot of people are like, oh my gosh, wouldn't that alcohol dry them out? And I'm like, well, it doesn't seem to affect mine. Oh, sorry, I hit the camera. It doesn't seem to affect mine, not at all. I mean, like, I have not noticed any ill effects of it, any. So, you know, if you feel like you're fighting the spider mites and you can't seem to win, maybe this is an answer for you too. I know I'm sick of them. I'm sick of them. I'm so tired of fussing with them. It's unbelievable. I really, that's why I said it's just like a lot of I did lose a couple because the phals have just, the spider mites have just ate them up to where there was no coming back. Like, because I was sick and I wasn't able to water them as good. They really suffered a lot. And, I lost them. They died while I was sick, and there was nothing I could do about that. Nothing. So, the only thing is that do not touch your buds with this. If you've got buds on your phal spikes, don't touch this on them. You could really, they will kill the buds. So do not touch those with that at all, or you will lose your buds. And I mean, that's so devastating. That's what we want, right? We want those buds on them spikes. So don't do you can do empty spikes. That doesn't matter. You can clean, that way it cleans all the spider mites off of your empty spikes. Because the spider mites have really been attacking my spikes as well. And like not letting my plants bloom. And it's just so frustrating. It's like, come on, you got to be kidding me. But like I said, I think, hopefully, it appears that I'm gaining headway because of this. Like I said, it might be the trifecta. It might be because of the temperatures and doing this. But I am gaining headroom, you know, like I found 2 little tiny places that had spider mites this time. And I really cleaned them thoroughly this time. Like, I really scrubbed the plants that they were on. And I really think that might be the end of it. I'm hoping. So, fingers crossed. So, that's it, guys. Let me know what you think down in the comments. And if you have any questions, please feel free to leave them in the comments. And if you could like, share, and subscribe, I would really appreciate it. If you could do a hype, that would be cool. If you could do a super thanks, that would be amazing as well. And that's it. So with that said, I do appreciate each and every one of you beautiful, wonderful people stopping by and hanging out with me. And bye for now, y'all. Till we meet again. Phal Friday.